also need to make sure that they're making 5, 6, 7 birdies a day out there. Because if they're not, if they're struggling with birdies and only making pars, then the entire field is going to pass them by. It's a great opportunity because historically the wind doesn't blow very much and all the par 5s are reachable, but still having to make birdies, knowing you need to make birdies, isn't always the easiest thing.
We're in Vegas, and you can even see the famous strip from the golf course. Do the players need to roll the dice, have a little gamble out on that course?
I think you have to gamble everywhere on the PGA Tour, but in Las Vegas, I think it's required, isn't it?
You root not to. Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens. This shot from 120 yards. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This should be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. It's half a chance of being hold, this one. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Starting the round at even par. The second at Tpc Summerlin is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take one club less into this green as it will release down the slope. Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. And John, what's this one looking like?
They are into some deep, deep rough here, fellas. Let's watch and see what they can do.
Well, this should affect the ball flight. And here we are with the third shot. Playing their fourth shot. Straight out of the top drawer.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Then down she goes. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. The third hole at Tpc Summerlin is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Oh, that impressed me and her. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Going with the 5-wood. Oh, better be careful out there. It's danger. It's heading left, isn't it? Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. This putt coming up is for birdie. It was on a good line. If you can make this one, it's for par. Good putt, that. She finds herself currently tied for second. The fourth at Tpc Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. Okay, let's get those two important things back, timing and tempo. Rich, this player is definitely not on the top of many people's favourites to win. How do you see them faring here today?
The PGA Tour is full of underdogs that can flat out play, Luke. This is just another one of those scenarios. This player is someone to watch.
This one's bunker bound. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Well, story of the day for this player is just missed too many greens. You can't afford to do that.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Well, I hope she makes this one because it's for par. This one started out on a good line. Well done. She's currently in second place. The fifth at Tpc Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Well, you're going to need to think of your second shot already because that one's beached. This would be a great up and down. Go ahead and make it. A little sigh of relief. Happy to be putting again. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. Ooh, right by the hole. Let's try and make this one. And only drop the one shot. And well holed. Let's move on. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The sixth at Tpc Summerlin is a staking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. Opting for the 5-iron. It's a little wayward.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Wow. Really had that shot dialed in. And they'll walk away with a par on this one. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The seventh at Tpc Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. This one might just sneak off the fairway. Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Oh, just missed. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Patrick Cantlay currently in the lead. The 8th at Tpc Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Seems like they've got an abundance of swing thoughts going on there, perhaps paralysis by analysis. Well, a little off the target with that one.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
She needs this to save par. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. I like the look of this. And that'll be a bogey for them on this hole. And with that effort, now 3 over for the day.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
The 9th at Tpc Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. She's a top quality player, this one. Typically played in the fall portion of the season, but it really does have a great field these days. The Shriners Hospital for Children's Open, staged in Las Vegas, a great atmosphere around in the city. Rich, what do you like the most about it?
We're in Vegas, baby. I mean, what's not to love about Vegas? And the players love it too, but they also love what the Shriners Hospital for Children is all about. They give so much money back to the charities involved. It's wonderful. They bring a lot of the kids out, and the players understand it. They know it. So as much as they love coming to Vegas, you know, letting their hair down a little bit, a lot of it has to go back to the charity component of it. That's why they come. The golf course is fun. You can freewheel it out here. It is at the beginning of the year. They want to come out and they want to make some birdies. They want to test out new equipment. They want to test out new swing theories. They want to come out and work on their game a little bit in a competitive environment. And there's no better environment than this, because they can go out and see where they're at, because it's usually no wind, warm conditions, and you can get a good judge of exactly where their game's at. So I think players use this as a building block for the next year's play. And what a venue. I mean, it's just, you get rewarded for good shots, you get penalized for bad ones, but it's a really good environment to go out there and, like I said, test new swing theories, work on your game a little bit, and kind of see where you're at.
And it never hurts to make a fast start to the new season. Of course, this is part of that wraparound schedule. And if you're catching a few shows as well, or hitting into the casinos, well, you get a complete week, don't you?
Wow, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of fun in Las Vegas, is there?
As long as it stays in Las Vegas. And out of the blue, like Fu Manchu. Look at this player. Where do they come from?
Kind of coming out of nowhere, but that's what makes this game so great, isn't it? Everybody loves a Cinderella story.
That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
And coming up well short.
And this putt coming up for her par. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. She's in a share of top spot. Placement off the tee is required at the Tpc Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. Right up in the canopy of the trees. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's just inside the range.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Make sure you get both the line and the speed right here. It's a long putt.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And this one is for her par. And down it goes. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Bit disappointing, that one. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This is from miles away. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 13th at Tpc Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to three-putt it. Be careful on approach. That should find the cut stuff. Getting ready to play their third. Only one shot off the pace. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Time now for the 4th shot. One stroke off the lead. Lovely touch. Well played.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And in it goes for the par. Currently at 2 over par. The 14th at Tpc Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. And choosing the 8-iron here. That got caught up in a few of the branches. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Handy effort, that one. She's got this to save par here. I don't mind the look of this. Solid par putt, that. Leading by a couple after that hole. The 15th at Tpc Sutherland is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here. Must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Oh my, that's a dreadful lie. Can she get out of here?
Well, they're in deep here, guys. Really nestled into this sand trap. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. Ooh. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh, what a stroke. I like their courage to be able to get that to go down and save the hole.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Wow, that was just striped. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Nice judge's speed. You should be proud of that one. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, she's making it look easy. Holding putts with will. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard.
The lead continues to grow. This is simply amazing.
The 17th at Tpc Summerlin is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Bird once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. The green shapes right to left towards the hazard, so make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate. Well, it looks like it's too much club on this one.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Well, you're in the hands of the tree gods now. Now just 1 over par, currently leading. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Ooh, nice line. Unfortunately, a bogey goes on the scorecard there. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. The 18th at Tpc Summerlin is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. John, you're down there. How's this ball lying?
Well, guys, the lie is, you know, considering the situation, is pretty good. Hopefully they can get a hold of this one.
This could be wet. And here we are with their 4th. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And with this putt, she can win the tournament. This is a good chance. Steady on. This putt for a final score of 75. It's on a good line. Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
Wow, they've done it, Rich. No one saw this coming, but I think we mentioned earlier just how this would be a surprise to see them win.
I think everybody truly loves a good underdog story, don't they, Luke? And this player absolutely lived up to the billing of it. Great win.